Welcome to the 2020 FARA Energy Ball pre-show. Thank you for joining us this evening. The main program will begin at 7 p.m.
During our pre-show, we'll introduce you to some of our FA warriors, those living with Friedreich's ataxia, as well as researchers who have dedicated themselves to finding treatments and a cure.
To bid in the live and silent auction and give during the Fundacure, text CURE to 72777 now for the link to register. That's CURE, C-U-R-E, to 72727.
My name is Sam Brisbane. I've lived in Tampa, Florida for 2 years, and I'm the business development coordinator with the Tampa Bay Lightning, and I also have Friedreich's ataxia.
I would say that Sam and pretty much everybody with Friedreich's ataxia are some of the greatest athletes you've never heard of. And if Sam had not had FA, he probably would have been one of the greatest athletes that you knew about.
When I found out my reality that was not going to happen, I figured the next best thing was to work in sports and just keep that dream alive inside me.
There's a sparkle in his eye and his laugh. The laugh is always contagious, and people are drawn to that.
Steve and I talk about riding bikes quite a bit, but when he out and rides with us, I think it's really admirable, and it's a sign of respect.
Well, it's obviously starts with Sam and his passion and his fight and his will, and I want to be a part of that.
Well, I don't know, and not let it take him over, because he really doesn't.
There are days that are tougher than others to get out there and do stuff, but on those tough days, one of my main motivations is my man Gavin.
We met Sam when he was moving down here to go to USF and hit it off immediately. Like, Gavin just gravitated to him.
We just kind of bonded right away, talking about sports and life and all that good stuff.
Okay, so you just stand there. I want you to just stand as you can. Just stay there as long as you can. Just fight for it, okay? Fight, fight, fight.
Seeing that kid and everything that he goes through at such a young age.
I struggle on opening anything, like opening a water bottle, opening a can.
Yeah. Getting dressed is pretty hard too, right?
Getting dressed.
It takes a lot longer than most people.
Putting on socks.
Yeah, putting on socks is
Hard.
hard for me. Shoes too. Oh, what kids are gonna think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot.
A lot?
Yeah.
Life can be really sad sometimes. But then you meet people like Sam who show you that life's not that bad. And to always find the good.
Do you know what I always say? Even though my body and my arms and my legs don't work as well as I want them to, my smile still works. My laugh still works.
Yeah.
The way I think still works.
Yeah.
And most importantly, as you know, the things that I feel in my heart still work. Right?
Yeah.
And that goes the same with you.
Yeah.
You know I love you, man.
Yeah.
I think on the top days, it's important to look at the positives and think about the people that are in your corner in your life.
I feel like the Tampa community is what keeps us going. Like, we feel involved in a huge way. And when we walk into the ball, it's all familiar faces. It's people that not necessarily have to be involved. They want to be there. They're there being part of something that they believe in. And we're grateful for that.
Can you do that? I mean, my goal for Friedreich's ataxia research is to find a cure. And to do that, we need to continue our goals and pull the community forward so that we can push our research forward.
Tampa has really been the focal point of it, and for me personally and for my wife personally, it's been an incredible connection and an incredible relationship, and we're very proud to be a part of it.
Yeah, but it's been working out real well because it's a great community down here.
I'm still learning, but no one should feel ashamed to ask for help, because everyone needs help at a certain point. We have a lot of people in our corner that are with us until the end to find a cure for FA, and hopefully sooner than later.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that is pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. There's nothing's gonna stop us from moving forward and doing what we want in life, right?
Yep.
We're gonna keep going.
Yep.
Yep. At the end of the day, I don't want to have any regrets.
Register, participate, give. The silent and live auctions are open for bidding. Text CURE, C-U-R-E, to 72727 for the link to register right now.
The live auction will culminate later this evening during the main broadcast. The silent auction will conclude at noon tomorrow.
Hello, my name is Joanne Pistorius, and this is my husband, Brando. We are the executive directors of the Gasparilla Concours Delegate. We are excited to announce the beneficiaries for the 2021 Gasparilla Concours Delegates is Friedreich's Ataxia Research Alliance.
The Gasparilla Concours Delegates is held annually in Tampa, Florida. It is a great event displaying and judging rare, original and historically important cars, motorcycles and vintage boats.
This is an elegant weekend, or bid for VIP weekend passes now, benefiting FARA.
Please join us November 12 to 14, 2021.
So I was 8 years old when I was diagnosed. I wasn't really sure what was going on, but things were a little different.
When my sister was diagnosed, I was probably 9 or 10. I actually didn't even realize something was maybe different about her until I was diagnosed. I was 15.
She's definitely become someone that I can confide in, and we can talk to each other and relate to each other. So it's nice to have her there to be able to talk to and understand exactly how we're both feeling.
I think it was really, really great to have someone so close going through the same thing.
I just kind of decided that I wanted to go to UT. When I first got here, I was afraid. I was like, I'm gonna make no friends, and I'm gonna be all alone in my room every night, but that didn't happen. Now, people, I don't think, see it as a bad thing. Everyone wants to ride on my scooter, or I've become the pack mule of my sorority. Everyone puts stuff on me. So I don't let anything get in my way. I've joined as many clubs, organizations. I do as much as I can on campus.
Laurel's definitely so brave, and I think at first realizing that Laurel had been dealing with FA and all these symptoms for so many years before I had, and I never even realized. Just goes to show how brave she is.
She's just a great person, and I hope that one day I'm as strong and everyone looks up to me like they do to her.
Me and my sister can do anything. I wasn't gonna let FA stop me from going to school.
Allison Avery.
Yeah, Allison! So at graduation, I decided to walk across the stage because I really felt that You know, I was walking when I first came to Elon, and I really wanted to finish walking because I really see FA as just like a point in my life, not like something that'll be here forever. It's amazing. It's crazy to think that I work at the NFL. Something like every day I'm like looking at the skyscrapers and being like, do I really live here? Like this, I'm like a New Yorker.
You know, she wants my job, and it's a little bit uncomfortable because I feel like there's pressure every day to perform at a higher level because she's clearly gunning for my position as Chief Operating Officer.
I can't wait for the season to start, and I've heard that that's when all the work comes. So I'm a little scared for all the work, but I'm definitely excited.
She's an intern here because she deserves it. I contend she has more courage and class and dignity in her small pinky than most people or communities have, and so we are so fortunate to have her here.
Watching my sister and everyone else also afflicted with FA, like, I realized it's not something that should get in your way. You should get yourself around it and do what you want.
Because FA is not my life. It's a part of my life, but I'm not like sitting around waiting for something to come.
Grab a beverage, your favorite snack, and find a comfortable viewing spot.
The FARA Energy Ball will begin in approximately 10 minutes.
Hi, I'm Dr. Teresa Zezowitz. otherwise known as Dr. Z of the USF Ataxia Research Center. I'm the division director, and I'm here today to give you a little bit of a tour of the Friedreich's Ataxia Research Center here at USF. You know, here at USF, we have three primary goals for Friedreich's ataxia. The first is to provide great treatment for our patients. The second is to provide, hopefully, a treatment through our vast expertise in clinical trials, thanks to FARA. And the third is to eventually try to partner with other centers around the world to provide a cure for this terrible, terrible disease. Here at the center, we have several physicians. We have myself, Dr. Weiwei Miller, Luis Lozano, Alina Shub, our PAs, Dr. Clifton Gooch, our great chairman. Also, three coordinators, Mary Page Lucretia, CRA, Maggie McGriff, Baxter, our assistant Alvin Lacdow, and two future doctors, Joshua Hancock and Shayla Gankar, along with some great nurses who really help us along the way. So come with me as we show you the buildings of USF and a little bit of what we do here in terms of research and clinical care.
This is the USF Clinical Research Center. This is where we run the clinical trials here at the beautiful Morsani Center on the 6th floor. Here are Riley and Mike. Riley, where are you from?
Jersey.
Are you excited about the trials?
Yeah.
How about you, Dad?
Yeah. I'm Dr. Clifton Gooch, Chair of Neurology at the University of South Florida Morsani College of Medicine. Here at USF, we are very proud to have one of the world's leading clinical research centers for Friedreich's ataxia here at the USF Ataxia.
They're dedicated to Friedreich's ataxia, cardiovascular disease. New for our clinic this year is the incorporation, which has made it easier to connect with patients. We are looking forward to continued growth in partnership with our neurology department to provide excellence in Friedreich's ataxia care.
My name is Matt Lazinski. I'm the clinical director at the USF Physical Therapy Center. Here at USF Physical Therapy, we work with many Friedreich's ataxia patients with our emphasis on mobility, balance, and coordination training in order to allow them to maintain their quality of life.
Several of our review articles have focused on omaveloxolone, for example, in the treatment of Friedreich's ataxia. We also took part in a study that looked at psychometric properties of the Friedreich's ataxia rating scale with Dr. Kristen Rummy. We also headed a comprehensive systemic review summary on the treatment of cerebellar motor dysfunction and ataxia, a report of the Guideline Development, Dissemination, and Implementation Subcommittee of the American Academy of Neurology. This looked at research and many of the scientific experiments out regarding cerebellar diseases.
We take a lot of pride here at University of South Florida with our Friedreich's ataxia patients, new development of possible treatments for them and helping them as much as we can. Aquí en la Universidad de South Florida tenemos un montón de orgullo ayudando a los pacientes con ataxia de Friedreich's.
Well, thanks for taking that tour with us today. We're here again to find a treatment and a cure for Friedreich's ataxia. If we work together, we will find a treatment to help these young adults with this terrible disease. As you can see from this short video, we have great experts. We have a lot of depth and a huge team. We can't do it alone. We need patients in our clinical trials. We need to partner with pharmaceutical companies. And most importantly, we need your support. And we get that every year through the Friedreich's Ataxia Energy Ball and through our great partnership with FARA. So we want to thank you for your support for USF. We want to thank FARA for their amazing support for us. And we'll see you at the Friedreich's Ataxia Energy Ball virtually this year, because together we will find a cure. We love you. Thank you.
I'm Dr. Miller. Let's find the cure together.
She works to save mankind, but can she save herself?
She's 11 years old. She's outspoken, determined. If she really wants to go from A to B and there's an obstacle in her way, she'll find a way to go around that obstacle and get there even if she's stopped.
Yeah, I'm part of a trial and I have to get this done to me. They put a needle in my arm. They replaced it with a straw. For the first 6 months, you could be on placebo. And on the last 6 months, you're guaranteed medication. So they want to see if it makes a difference. We lose feelings in our legs and arms. The only reason I know you lose feeling in your legs is because my sister loses feelings in her legs already, but I don't.
We were counseled to not test because she hadn't shown any symptoms yet, but we wanted to know. And so we waited a couple months, and then we went ahead and had her tested, and she came up positive as well. I think the thing I'm most proud of is how they continue to do the things that they want to do, and how they continue to live as if they don't have FA.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're honored to introduce retired U.S. Air Force Technical Sergeant Sonia Bryson Kirksey to sing our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, all the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in our gable roof through the night, that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Welcome to the 2020 FARA Energy Ball. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. Our family created the FARA Energy Ball 12 years ago as a promise to our daughters to find treatments and a cure for FA.
Along the way, we've been humbled by the incredible support of countless friends who have dedicated their time, talent, and treasure to make this such a successful event and a significant source of FARA's budget.
And that budget has helped us accelerate the research pipeline in a meaningful way, and to add additional thoughts and perspectives to our treatment pipeline as well. And you've made that happen. Thank you so much. We're typically in a ballroom in Tampa with 850 of our closest friends, and we know that you are still with us tonight in a virtual manner, so we appreciate that very much. And thank you for being with us, and we look forward to holding that promise for our daughters and for the entire FA community.
We are excited to share this evening with you all tonight. And to kick off the fun activities, we would like to welcome back ABC Action News anchor and our dear friend Wendy Ryan in her 10th consecutive year as our event MC.
Good evening and welcome to the first virtual FARA Energy Ball to benefit Friedreich's Ataxia Research Alliance and the USF Health Ataxia Research Center. I am Wendy Ryan with ABC News locally here in the Bay Area and your MC for the evening. What a year 2020 has been. If you felt just a little bit stressed and a little bit of anxiety, you're certainly not alone. I'm right there with you. And that's why I am so excited to be all dressed up tonight and put on a gown and do my hair and put a little bling on my face, because I haven't gotten to do that in a long, long time. So I'm so excited to spend this evening with you for this virtual gala with people here in Florida, but also all over the world. Either from your watch party, maybe with some friends outside, or maybe you're inside in your PJs, because you know you can do that right now. And hopefully you have a cocktail in hand so you can enjoy our show and bid on some incredible items that we have. As the Avery said, this is my 10th year with the FARA Energy Ball. In that time, I've been so incredibly touched by the strength of so many families living with FA and the incredible, generous support from all of you out there. On average, the Energy Ball funds 25% of FARA's overall budget, contributing critical dollars to research. And I'm so proud of our Tampa Bay community for that amazing generosity. Tonight, in this world of virtual, again, our home community is not just here in the Tampa Bay area, it's growing. So while you're online, please put a note in the chat area to tell us where you are tuning in from, maybe a little bit about yourself, and say hi, since we're all one community right now. And let's celebrate the strength in the FA community and join them in curing this disease. And now I'd like to introduce my co-host for this evening, my friend and a fantastic fundraising auctioneer, Scott Robertson. Scott, welcome.
Thank you, Wendy. It is so great to be back with you and back with the FARA Energy Ball. You know, it's great. We have such an opportunity to raise money. And listen, tonight we're on camera. We're not out in the big ballroom, but it's going to work just fine. And hey, you want to have some fun? Well, take pictures at your viewing party and post that on social media and use the hashtag EnergyBall2020. That's hashtag EnergyBall2020. Show the world that you're watching and participating tonight. We so appreciate it. Hey, we also encourage our viewers to show their energy during Fund to Cure, silent auction, and live auction items. All you have to do to register, if you're not registered yet, is simply text CURE, capital C, capital U, capital R, capital E, to 72727. That's CURE to 72727. QTAGO will send you a link, you register, and you're off to the races. Now, the live auction will be a little bit later on in the broadcast, but the silent auction is open right now, and the donations are open right now, and they'll be open until Sunday, November the 8th, that's tomorrow at noon. So you can continue to bid on the silent auction items, you can continue to donate, you can continue to encourage your friends to do the same until Sunday, that's tomorrow at noon Eastern Time. And we've got so many wonderful experiences to bid on. Check them out, you're gonna be amazed. Now, in this world of virtual events, I want you to understand, we're gonna have a little latency factor, okay? There's probably gonna be, from the time I say something to the time you hear it and it gets back to us, it could be a 15 to 30 second delay. So don't be frustrated, you just keep right on bidding. And what else we're going to do is when we start to close the items, we're gonna say, let's put a 30-second timer up on the clock so you have a full 30 seconds in which to bid. We don't want to miss anyone's bid, but I want to tell you, don't hesitate, don't procrastinate. Get your bids in so that you can be the winner of these incredible, incredible items. And I'm going to remind you of that again right before we start the live auction. Hey, and QTAGO, our mobile bidding platform this evening, they've got a special thing called Max Bid. So if you're looking at an item, you're like, well, I'd go up to $15,000 on that. We'll put $15,000 and QTAGO will bid for you. It's almost like an eBay thing, right? It'll bid for you when someone else bids, so you don't have to keep pushing the buttons. But if you like pushing buttons, we're totally about it. So just pick up that smartphone and make that happen. And remember, it's always a good idea to refresh your screen. Wendy?
All right, Scott. Well, before we get any further into the program, we want to thank our incredibly very generous sponsors, and they are so generous. They're the Breakthrough Supporter and Capacity Builder levels, and they include eHome Counseling Group, Riata Pharmaceuticals, the Avery Family Foundation, Horizon Therapeutics, Kurt and Amy Hull at Diversified Asset Funding, and the Villages. Thank you all for your generosity. Scott?
And you know, an incredible thing about the generous supporters is they've been with us for a long time. They were all here last year. This is not a new thing. So we want to really thank those supporters for always supporting FA. It's going to make it a huge difference. And speaking of steadfast commitment, I'd like to turn it over to the leadership at FARA to tell us more about the work we're supporting tonight.
Good evening. I'm Jennifer Farmer, the Chief Executive Officer for FARA.
And I'm Ron Bartek, FARA co-founder and president. When my wife Rachel and I founded the Friedreich's Ataxia Research Alliance, we chose that name because it reflected our beliefs we all now share. We believe in the power of research and in an alliance of people like you who want to make a difference and who believe that together they will. FARA's first act was to bring together 80 scientists from around the world for a meeting at the National Institutes of Health. No pharma companies participated in that meeting or had any FA programs at the time. They all said, "You're too rare, you're on your own." Contrast that with now, when more than 20 companies are active worldwide or working hard on FA. We've reached this point because your generous support has enabled us to fund excellent science and to partner with first-rate pharmaceutical companies and government partners. While these are very encouraging milestones indeed, it's clear we have more work to do.
Friedreich's ataxia is a progressive neuromuscular disease that causes difficulty with coordination of movement and loss of balance. Austin, one of our teams with FA, uses an expression when he wants assistance walking. If he needs someone to hold on to, he asks, "Can I use your balance?" Steadying himself on the arm of a friend, Austin moves forward. We too at FARA steady ourselves on the arms of friends. Your support at the Energy Ball over the years, the researchers who bring knowledge and discoveries, our FA community who volunteer and participate in research studies and clinical trials. You all steady us, and together, FA research moves forward. We find ourselves at a significant inflection point. The research community is growing. More than 30% of FARA-funded grants this year are to new investigators, and technology is evolving, with more than 50% of grants leveraging new scientific approaches to discover and develop treatments for FA. The momentum is building even during these uncertain times globally. Your presence this evening, whatever is within your means to support, will help steady us and move FA research forward, closer to treatments and a cure. Thank you.
And now we have the privilege of introducing our honorary chairs of the FARA Energy Ball for the 5th consecutive year, Steve and Janelle Griggs, with a message from their family and from the 2020 winners of the Stanley Cup, our very own Tampa Bay Lightning. Way to go, Bolts.
Go Bolts!
The Stanley Cup. There's no trophy more prestigious or more difficult to win in all of sports. Since Jeff Vinnick purchased the Tampa Bay Lightning in 2010, it's been a goal that's eluded us, coming so close on many occasions, only to start over the following season. But through lots of hard work and a laser-focused organizational vision to reach that summit, we finally accomplished our mission this season. A feat made even more impressive given the challenges posed by the pandemic. It just goes to prove that any dream can become a reality. Hi, I'm Steve Griggs, CEO of the Tampa Bay Lightning, along with my wife Janelle. For the last 5 years, it's been our honor to serve as chairs of the FARA Energy Ball. Because as much as our quest to win Lord Stanley's Cup has meant to us, the goal of curing FA means even more.
FARA, and this event in particular, has afforded us the opportunity to meet and become friends with so many inspiring families. People like Sam, Allison, Laurel, and Gavin have shown us all what it means to be brave, resourceful, and resilient. By participating in clinical research, fostering awareness, and raising funds to advance the treatment for FA, they've invited all of us to be part of their inspirational journey. We're humbled and awestruck by their courage, strength, and humanity.
At the Lightning and Emily Arena, our entire organization lives the credo, one team, because we believe in the power of a driven and determined group of people working toward a common goal, to be world-class on the ice and, more importantly, off the ice. And that's what we and all of you out there are doing tonight and all year long, to beat FA. We got the cup in Tampa Bay, now let's get that cure. So on behalf of the Tampa Bay Lightning family,
And the Griggs family,
thank you.
Thank you, Steve and Janelle. FARA is so thankful for the incredible support from the amazing Tampa Bay Lightning Foundation and organization, and we congratulate the team and thank them for bringing back the Stanley Cup to the Bay Area. Go Bolts, what an exciting win. And as Steve said, we got the cup, so now let's get the cure. And that's why we are here tonight. So Scott, we need to talk about how we fund a cure.
Absolutely. And if you're not registered, now is the time to do it. Just text on your phone, text CURE to 72727. That's 72727 CURE, and get the link to register. And if you have your bidding link, Qtego is right now moving everyone's screen to the donation page. And remember, when you registered, it gave you the opportunity to have a team name. Well, we're going to keep track of the team names and see which teams come out on top. And remember, it's all for bragging rights. So please, good luck to your team and make it to the top. Wendy?
And Scott, you know, when you're looking at your phone, you're going to see the icons on Qtego that represent some of the types of research that you can support. So $50 helps buy lab supplies, $100 funds a sample collection, $300 pays for a patient to travel and participate in research. And research has really been the main focus of Fund a Cure, connecting patients with that research. And there are 9 clinical network sites in the United States, along with 2 in Canada, 1 in Australia, and 1 in New Zealand. And there are about 5,000 people right now living with FA in the United States. So if you do the math, many of them don't live near a research site. And you add this pandemic into the mix, you know, a lot of times they can't afford to travel. And many of them are young, so they have to travel with their parents, which is also another financial strain. So it's 2 flights you have to pay for instead of 1. So financially, these patients need your help now more than ever. And no one should have to go through FA alone. So that $300 helps one person travel to a research study. So if you can, let's send several children and adults to a research study and find a cure. As always, we appreciate your generosity. Scott?
And we recognize that not-for-profits aren't the only ones facing challenges in these times. I mean, it's a difficult time for many, and we've all been doing a lot of adaptation in 2020. The way a person faces a challenge, I believe, says a lot about their character. And before we fully get into Fund a Cure, I want you to meet Seth and Michaela. They're 2 siblings living in Minnesota, and they truly show us their strength to rise up in the face of adversity and the power of community with a common goal.
I'm Michaela Holm, and I'm 22 years old.
I'm Seth, and I'm 26.
And we're siblings from Minnesota, and we're diagnosed with Friedreich's ataxia in 2015. I'd say growing up, we were best friends. We were actually both dancers. I competitively danced for 12 years. My sophomore year of high school, I noticed I wasn't getting as good as my peers were at dancing.
Yeah, we were wearing a backpack. I couldn't walk straight down the hallway.
For the first 6 months, I didn't want to tell anyone. I got to a point where I wanted to tell my classmates. That kind of led to when we went to our first event. We were diagnosed in July of 2015. Our first event was January of 2016 at UCLA.
And that's kind of when we first started meeting people with the disease. That was huge for us.
Yes, getting to talk to some of the donors, just to let them know that we're people too, that we just have this disease kind of on the side.
The donations and support that we get is how research is able to be funded, and that's one of the most important things I think that FARA does. I mean, it means everything.
The first research study I participated in was the MRI study at the University of Minnesota. I do like to help with giving data where I can. I know it's very important to have the biggest amount of data, so any surveys that I'm asked to do, I try to fill out and things like that.
For inspiring, helping us, it was life-changing, you know. Even from the very beginning, the first thing we learned was that if you don't use it, you lose it. You're always thinking, what happens if I can't do this? So I'm going to do it today, and I'll do it tomorrow.
What I'm most proud of is just the way that he has evolved from when he was first diagnosed to now. Because it's not easy for a 21-year-old to be told that you're gonna lose your ability to walk. His outlook and his attitude is just amazing.
You wish that the other one didn't have to go through what you were going through, but because they are, it's really nice, you know, having someone else understand what you're going through.
Wow, what an incredible pair of siblings. Thank you so much to Seth and Michaela for sharing your very personal story. And Scott, let's get started. I want to know who wants to help fund a cure. Any amount of money can help, Scott, right?
Absolutely, and here's how simple it is. You've got your bidding device. Look on the right-hand side, 3 lines down, and it says donate. Once you click donate, it's going to take you to this giving screen. And we've got a variety of donations on the amounts on there, from $10,000, $5,000, $1,500, $1,500, $300, $150, and then we've got the all-important other button where you can type in any amount you wish to give. I mean, for instance, if your lucky number is $3,243, you type that in, we'll take it, all right? It can be any amount that you want. Just put it right in there. If you want to go for a round number, you can. And here's something really exciting, especially when we get into the team competition. You can give as many times as you wish. Folks, it is your support that helps us cure FA. And we're getting there, but by golly, we need your support tonight. So if you would, look on your bidding device, push in your donations, no matter where you're giving from, no matter how much you wish to give, every dollar counts.
Yes, Scott, let me recap about where it goes. $50 provides lab supplies, $100 funds biological sample collections and processing. $300, again, as we talked about, supports patient travel to a clinical study site. $500 provides speech testing equipment, and $1,000 is a whole trip. It gets the patient to the facility and the testing and research and everything that's needed. And you know, over this time, I've gotten to know some of the patients who have FA, and Christian is one who I actually got to interview last year. He has to be one of the smartest guys I've ever met, and he is now a grad student at UF, now pursuing research. He wants to find a cure himself. He was diagnosed at 9 years old. He's now in his 20s, and so we asked him, why does he participate in research? And this is what he said, quote, "I participate to help the scientists and I do this for people who can't, like my twin sister who also has FA." So whatever amount of money you can give, you're going to be helping guys like Christian and so many other children and adults who have Friedreich's ataxia. So we're looking for the donations right now. If we can bring those up on the screen, we're going to show you who already has been so generous in giving to FARA. And there it is. Already we're at $56,335. Thank you already for those who have given. Jennifer Farmer, $1,000. Thank you, Jennifer. Clifton Gooch gave $500. Leslie Weechin with $1,500. Look, we've got a $5,000 donation from Chris. Thank you so much, Chris, for your generosity. We also have $10,000 from Patrick Gritchell. Wow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Keep the money coming. $56,335. Our goal is $350,000. Boy, I'll tell you, already we're out to a great start. Yes?
We absolutely are. I mean, Kathleen Rothschild's in for $1,000. Susan Walter is in for $100. Folks, every dollar counts. Here we go. Megan Callahan, $50. Thank you. Leslie Weichens, I think that is, and Clifton Gooch we talked about. Folks, keep your numbers coming in. And listen, remember, there's going to be a little bit of latency. So if we're not screaming your name right away, it's only because there's a little bit of latency. But keep those bids coming in. Let's keep them scrolling. Here we go. All right. Hey, we're at $64,000. Here we are. Kevin Lambert is in for $50. Thank you. Ruth Acton is in for $500. Thank you. Robert is in for $300. Sherry and Brent Boulay are in for $500. Keep going.
That's right. Susan Walter, we think, oh wow, we're already up to 70,000, over 70,635. Thank you for your donation. Marilyn Downing's got $500. Thank you so much for giving. Again, any amount will help. $50 from Kyle O'Brien. Thank you, Alicia Mama. $100 she has donated. And again, we've talked about there's so many different stories of these folks who need to travel to research. Eleanor, she was diagnosed with FA at 8 years old. She's now 11. And again, think about this. She lives in New York and she has to travel out of state and her dad has to go with her. So not only are you paying for Eleanor, but you're also paying for her dad. And when we asked her how often she has to go for research, every 6 months to go to a clinical trial. So the travel is continuous throughout the year. And why does she participate? This is what she said, because, quote, I can help and I am part of the team. And that's what's so cool about Friedreich's Ataxia Research Alliance, that everybody who has FA, they feel like they're part of this family. They know they're not in it alone. So any amount that you can give helps this family so we can find a cure. Again, for those who are already giving, thank you. David D'Onofrio, $250. Thank you, William Snowden, $1,000. Richard Honorio with $100. And then we have our teams. Team Kelch with $5,600 already. And we're at $95,085, Scott.
Oh, we're getting there. We're getting there. And I saw our friend, Amy Hall, a very familiar name to FA, is at $2,000. How about Richard and Cornelia Corbett up at $10,000? Thank you so much. Paul Jacobs is in at $5,000. William Wright at $3,500. Thank you so much. Rob and Shelley Barnes are in at $1,000. Thomas Hamilton is in at $1,000. Oh, this is so wonderful. Heidi Wright is in for $1,000. Tony Klein is in for $200. Marco is in for $100. Here we go.
Team Jacobs with $6,000. Team Avery Family Foundation. It went by too fast, but I know that they've contributed so much. I want to mention Jackie Devine. She contributed $5,000. Thank you for your donation. Hugh Connerty, $1,500. As we scroll the teams, there they are. Team Family, Team Avery Family, $28,900. Team Wrights FA, $23,000. Team Rex, $20,000. Team FARA, $191,000. Oh my goodness, a lot of money coming in. Thank you for your donation. $123,000 already, and keep the money coming. We have a goal of $350,000. We've got a ways to go, don't we?
Yes, we do. And I see our friends Chris and Sandy Sullivan are in for $5,000, which is so awesome. Thank you so much for all that you do. James Constable's in for $1,000. Mike and Sheila Ingram are in for $10,000, as is Jody Cook and Michael Tardugan.
I'll go with that. Sounds good.
Well, Jody and Michael, I apologize if I butchered your name, but you're in for $10,000, and that is so awesome.
And Team Stradbio at $10,000, Team Corbett at $10,000. Thank you so much for your donation. We've got Heidi Wright again with $100. Chris Sullivan, as you mentioned, $5,000. James Constable with $1,000. Mike and Chella Ingram with $10,000. Thank you so much for your donation. We so appreciate it. And again, the money is really about the research, right? Getting these folks who have FA to the clinical several sites to get the research done, and it pays for the processing of the testing. Again, $50 provides lab supplies, $100 for biological sample collection and processing, $300 for the patient to travel, maybe with mom or dad because it's a child. And again, $1,000 for a full visit. So any amount of money you can give, as you know, you can see there, it goes to the total $158,000 or $183,585 already we have raised, but keep it coming because we're not there yet. There's still a lot of giving to be given, right?
Oh, there certainly is. And folks, if we haven't called your name out, oh my goodness, Randall Harris, the McDaniel Charity Fund, just gave $25,000.
We will
yes,
take it.
yes. Oh my goodness, thank you so much.
Scott, I'm sorry, I'm just getting something from my director, and Ava just handed me this note here. And Ava's really one of our coordinators who makes everything happen every year. She's amazing.
She's magic.
She's amazing. I just had to have a shout out to Ava. Thank you for the note, Ava. So breaking news, I've just got here. Danny Hernandez at Grill and Provisions has been a huge supporter, by the way, a huge supporter of FARA, and he also makes the best ribs in town. Just want to shout out Danny, because it's true. He's been a supporter for so many years, and I'm just reading this now. Danny designated FARA as his charity of choice for the Egg Fest cook-off event that he planned, and he raised $25,000. So we need to add that to our total. $25,000 he raised at that Egg Fest cook-off. Thank you so much, Danny Hernandez. Thank you. Wow, so let's keep it going.
Absolutely, and that's with that $25,000 from the cook-off, that's going to put us over 200,000, folks. We are well on our way to our goal of 350,000. Keep it going, and if we haven't called out your name, it's not because we don't love you. It's because the screens go pretty fast. Barbara Tate is in for $1,000. Andrea Giolando is in for $100. Oh my goodness. Herman and Tanya Fernandez are in for $1,000. Melissa Payne is in for $150. Keep it going. Robert and Brooke Wetzork is in for $250. James Buell is in for $500. James MacArthur is in for $1,000. Ladies and gentlemen, we're at $211,000 right now. Our goal is within reach. Please reach into your phone, reach into your heart, and reach into your wallet and help us, because this will help FA find a cure so much faster. Thank you for your support. Keep it going. I see John Motter is in for $1,000. Barbara Tate is in for $1,000. Wendy, who are you seeing?
Boy, I'll tell you, the list goes on and on. Melissa Payne, Jake at 10 years old and Claire at 9, both diagnosed at that age. They're now 14 and 13, but they travel so much to get the research needed. They've gone to Philadelphia, New York, Minnesota, and Chicago just in the last couple years to do the research needed and be tested. Twice they go to Chicago. I mean, and it really makes a difference, because the more they can go and the more research the scientists can do, the better chance we can fund a cure. So Jake said, why does he participate? Quote, I participate in research because I want a cure, and that's the best way to help find one. And Claire said, quote, I participate in research because I know it will help find a cure, and that's why we're here tonight, folks. So please keep giving. We're already at 213,000, so keep coming. Please yes. keep getting on your phone. And what did you say? Find your lucky number and just put that in, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. Your grandchild's birthday. Let's just hope it starts with a bigger number. And listen, also, since we're virtual, you can get on your phone, text your friends. If you're motivated for FARA, I bet your friends would be too. Text them the link, Cure 72727. Let them register and have them donate. And remember, the donations are going to continue until tomorrow, Sunday, at noon. So they can still do it. Cheryl Bauer is in. Here we go. Kay Pollard is in for $1,000. My friend John Motter, we talked about him earlier. Thank you, John. Really appreciate it. And just in case you were wondering, FARA has an amazing track record of success. In fact, for the last 10 years, they have received a 4-star rating from Charity Navigator, and that means they're taking great care of your money. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Feel free to give tonight. Allison Dove is in for $50. Tom Motter, thank you, Tom, is in for $300. Erica Anderson at $200. Cheryl Bauer is in at $100. Folks, keep it coming. All amounts. Ask your friends to donate. We're at $213. I just know we can get to this goal of $350.
Scott, I've got some breaking news that I'm just getting. Again, my director, thank you for letting me know. And Ava just handed me this note. And wow, it's an anonymous donor. So thank you in advance, whoever that is. And they're willing to give $100,000 matching if we can get over $350,000. So dollar for dollar, they will match. We're now at $214,000. So this anonymous donor says they will contribute another $100,000 if we can raise it and get it past $350,000. I think we can do that. That means we only need another, well, about $50,000, right? If we can raise another $50,000, then we can use this $100,000 anonymous donation. Thank you to whoever it is. And I think we can do it. Scott, I really think we can do it. It's only another $50,000, and I know folks out there are so giving and so generous. Again, not just in the Bay Area now, it's all over the globe.
And maybe if you've given once, you want to give another time. Because remember, if you give $1,000, it's turned into $2,000. If you give $500, it turned into $1,000. Folks, let's fully fund this match, this $100,000 match. It'll get us to our goal of $350. I just know we can do it. Come on, everybody, and listen, just reach in and donate again. It is so appreciated. It is so appreciated. We're waiting for those new bids to come in. $100,000. What a gift. What a gift. We don't know who did it, but we're really glad they did because it's going to double your money. It's going to double your money.
And I'm also getting some more information about just most recent treatments. 6 treatment approaches now, more than 15 candidates in development or clinical trials for FA. And that only exists because there's been so many out there donating money for this research to happen and advances because of your generosity this evening. So whatever you can give, that research is done, and hopefully we can find a cure with this money that we're raising tonight. Again, I have another student here who is now at USF and UF, found out he had FA at 12. He's now in his 20s. Why does he participate? He says, because I participate in research, it's the only way the scientists can develop a treatment, and I want to do everything I can to help that process. And that is so true, because without the research, they can't find a cure. And so they need the patients to get to the clinical trials, to do the research, to find a cure. And that's why we're here tonight. So keep the money coming in. I know we're looking for the latest numbers. If we can scroll even our teams, do we have our teams that we can look at to see who's had? I know that there's been so many, but here's our individual donors: Eric Anderson, Cheryl Owner, Teresa, Kay, thank you so much. If we can pull up our 100,000 anonymous donation to get us to 350,000, which is our goal, I know we can do it because we've been so close.
Absolutely. And you know, something else we probably ought to talk about, the team at FARA is so amazing and all the work that they do. Here we go, Bridget Brennan. Bridget, thank you so much, is in at $10,000. Thank you. Who else is in? Thomas Bradley's in for 100. Thomas Bridgman is in for 1,000. Mark Pytek.
There you go.
I don't know, but he just donated $5,000. So Mark, thank you so very, very much. Folks, we are closing in on our goal, and if we hit the
I think it's another 10,000. We were at 240,000. We needed another 10,000 in donations, and then that 100,000 anonymous
will kick in, and we will reach our
we're
goal.
241,000. We just need to get to 250,000, because then that 100,000 will get us to the 350, which is our goal.
Right.
Can we do it? Another 10,000. A little bit can go a long way.
It sure can. It sure can. Marshall Gray is in. Thank you so much. Thomas Bradley's in for $2,500. Thank you. Matthew Ruby's in for $500. Folks, if we all give a little, it'll make it a lot. Amy Hall is in for $2,000. Thank you so much, Amy. Folks, keep it going. We're at $243,000 right now.
$7,000 is all we need. We're so close.
$7,000, and it'll kick in that extra 100. Come on, let's all join together. Let's all join together. $7,000 is all we need.
That's right. That's all we need. Come on. And we want to thank those who have already contributed. Lindsay Parker, $50. Thank you. Whatever you can give, we will take tonight. Kate Griffith, $100. Thank you for your donation. Ruth, thank you for your donation. Mike and Sheila Ingram, $15. We'll take it. Ruth Acton, $100. Amy Hull again, $2,000. Marshall Gray, $100. So many generous folks out there. Keep it coming. We're almost there. Where are we at? 243,000. 7,000, less than 7,000, 6,000 now, 6,300, and we will be there. It's, boy, I'll tell you, I can't believe we got there this quickly, but dollars can be raised very quickly if we can just get a few more people to donate.
If we've got 6 people to donate $1,000, if we've got 12 people to donate $500, it will get us there. Keep it going. Come on, let's make that goal. I know you have it in you. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen.
And again, the $1,000 full cost of a natural history study visit for one patient, including patient travel and all the testing they need. So that $1,000, if we can get 6 people to donate $1,000, we will reach our goal. And what do you know?
Thomas Hamilton steps up for $7,000 to put us over the top.
Thank you, Thomas Hamilton. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 252,000, 250, and with that extra 100,000, we are over 350,000, which was our goal. Scott?
Yes, this is so fantastic. Nancy Rex just stepped up at $1,500. And listen, we have reached our goal, but that doesn't mean we can't exceed our goal. And remember, the giving continues until tomorrow, Sunday, at noon.
Yes.
So, oh my goodness, look at this. Oh my goodness.
That's
Trina.
Right. 362,350. That's fantastic.
Our friend Trina Mandala just stepped up at an amount that I just lost. But it was a generous.
Thank you anyway, Trina. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so I want to say congratulations to all the top givers. You go ahead.
Well, Damon and Trina just gave $10,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mandolas.
The Mandolas. We're going to sell their package soon.
He's one of the best chefs in the world, and we're going to be talking about him in just a moment.
Yes.
But before we get to our live auction items, first I want to say thank you for your generosity, all of you who gave to get us to our goal. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, you're amazing, amazing human beings. And before we get to the live auction, I want to remind people that our silent auction, if you haven't looked at the list, you've got to check it out because there's some incredible packages. It will be going on through tomorrow at noon Eastern time. We're here in Florida, so I know people are watching from all over the world, right? So 12 noon Eastern time, tomorrow Sunday is when the silent auction ends. So that means in the morning, look at your phone and make sure that you're still the top bidder with whatever, trip or what have you that you want. And also, there is a whole section of no bids that you can look at if you tab as people, if people start bidding. But if there's, and it's new this year, Qtego just put it in. It says no bid. So click on that because that's where the incredible deals are. If nobody's bidding on it right now, then you could get the best deal. So bid on it, be the first one. There's also amazing premier package category, and it features our exclusive trips and experiences. So check that whole out. If you haven't looked at the silent auction, now is the time. We're going to get into the live auction in just a moment too. But just really important, don't let the silent auction go. Again, open till tomorrow at noon. So check your phone tonight and first thing in the morning. Keep the bids high.
Absolutely. As we move into the live auction, just a friendly reminder that all bidding is happening on your phone. You can raise your hand all day, but unfortunately, we can't see you. So you need to bid on your phone. And remember, there is a latency factor, so the bidding may be delayed 15 to 30 seconds. So here's what we're going to do. When we get ready to close the item, we're going to say put a 30-second clock. And when the 30-second clock comes up, then you have 30 seconds to get in your final bids. Now, don't be that sniper bidder that wastes a second to 29 seconds to put the bid in, and then you're disappointed. Put your bids in right away. But we've got an associate standing by. They're watching the same screen you are so that we are not closing it out early on you. But please, don't be a sniper bidder. Get your bids in right away.
All right, you ready to get started, Scott?
Let's do it, and I love this first item.
Yes, this is our live auction item, so pay attention, folks. We start with item 100, so check it out. Item 100, and we just talked about this. It is a four-course dinner with wine prepared by the one and only Damian Mendola, and it's for 20 guests. If you don't know Damian Mendola, he is a renowned chef and restaurateur. He is the co-founder of Carrabba's Italian Grill, which are all over Florida. One of my favorite restaurants there. Brion dish is incredible. He's also the co-founder of Mendola's Italian Kitchen, which just opened in the Bay Area. I know they have other locations in other parts of the country. He's also very passionate about great food and genuinely cares about people. I'm told he's got a big personality. And while enjoying your delicious meal, he's also going to give you some cooking tips. How about that? So you can also impress your friends because not only will he be coming to show you how to cook, but he's going to come to your home in the Bay Area. So you invite over 20 of your closest friends, and he will cook for you. Again, this is all because of Chef Damien and Trina Mendola for their donation. We thank you, and boy, I'll tell you, having the chef come to your home and cook a delicious meal, Scott, there's nothing better, especially this guy.
And not just it's a celebrity chef. Heck, we all think we know Damon because we've seen him on TV. We've heard him on the radio. I mean, I recognize that voice right away. I can't wait to meet him someday. Well, let's get the bidding started right now. We have $5,000 bid, now 6, 6,000, now 7, 7,000 is bid, and now 8, 8,000. Looking for 9 at $9,000. Mike, you're in at 8,000. We're looking for 9,000 at $9,000. In your home, celebrity chef. Oh my goodness, this is Damien Mendola. Here we go. 8,000 is bid, and now 9 at 8 be $9,000 at 9,000 at 9,000. Now remember, there is a bit of a delay, so get your bids in right away. But right now, what I'm seeing is $8,000 looking for 9 at 8,000 bid 9,000 at 9. It's not tomorrow. It closes tonight. You have to be the high bidder to win. So good luck to everybody. We're at 8,000 looking for more. Wendy, tell us about our next item.
All right, it's item 101, and this is for hockey fans out there. This one is for you, so listen up. It's a VIP trip to Seattle for the first ever Tampa Bay Lightning versus Seattle Kraken game for 2 people all weekend long. You'll be the guests of Todd and Tara Leiweke and Sam Bridgman. Together, you'll watch the game between our Stanley Cup champions, the Lightning, and the Seattle Kraken team. You'll also be in a VIP suite owned by the team. And I want to mention that Todd and Tara have been incredible supporters of FARA and the Energy Ball for many, many years. No matter where they moved in the country, they keep in touch and they keep supporting us. Now they live in Seattle, and Todd's the Kraken's president and CEO. You'll get a pre-game tour of the new arena, including a visit to the locker room tunnel and pre-game bench. You'll also enjoy a VIP sightseeing tour of the city, including a Space Needle tour by the owner of the Space Needle. Airfare and the 3-night hotel stay are all included, so an incredible VIP weekend. Thank you to Todd and Tara Leiweke and Sam Bridgman for this donation. Scott?
All right, here we are. And they are such wonderful folks, and they've never forgotten how much FARA means to them, and of course how much we mean to FARA. I mean, it's just incredible. And you know, if you go to Seattle, I mean, you're kidding. I mean, a tour of the Space Needle.
Yeah, with the owner though. I mean, and I've seen the Space Needle, but I can't imagine be able to ask all these questions about how did you do it, how did you build it, what were your thoughts, and that's just got to be an incredible experience. And just to get that VIP treatment to see our own, of course, Tampa Bay Lightning, our winning Stanley Cup players compete against the Seattle team. It's got to be an amazing trip.
All right, here we go. We're opening it at 5,000. We have 6,000 with Paul. Thank you. 7,000 with Thomas. $8,000 with Pamela. I love it. We've got a lot of activity on this. Everybody wants to go to Seattle. 9,000 back with Paul. Pamela's not going to be outdone. She's at $10,000. We're looking for 11 at 10 bid 11,000 at 10 bid 11,000. You know you're going to remember this for forever. And what great people to be with. And of course, all your donations help FARA. We're at 10,000. We're looking for 11 at 10 bid 11,000 at 10 bid $11,000. Paul, you need to step up. I'm just saying, brother. You want to go? You need to bid it again. Here we go. At Paul and Nelson. At Paul, come on at 10,000 at 11,000. At $11,000. We're at 10,000 right now. We're looking for 11. I tell you what, Wendy, let's go ahead. We're going to put the 30-second clock on right now and get your last second bids in. Let's make it happen, and let's move on and let them battle it out. We'll move on to item number 102.
All right, you got it. Yes, item 102. This is for tequila fans, and who's not really, right? But this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to taste the finest tequilas on the planet. This is the ultimate Patron tequila trip to La Casona in Guadalajara, Mexico for 2 couples. You'll spend 2 nights and 3 days at the luxurious Hacienda Patron. It's a first-class experience, and it's invitation only. Scott, you can't just show up. You have to be invited. The 4 guests of Patron will enjoy premier tequila and tour the world's finest ultra premium tequila distillery. It is a fantasy trip of a lifetime, an amazing experience, and everything is done by hand. It's old school. And previous attendees said, quote, I quote here, "It is a tequila fairyland. So let me tell you, if you didn't like tequila, you're gonna love it by the time you leave. Donated by Patron Spirits and Bacardi. Thank you for your generosity. Scott?
Oh, what a deal. I know people that have gone. I've never been there myself, but they say it is the
my goodness.
It's the best tequila going, number one, and they really went out of their way. I mean, this is the absolute luxury trip. We've talked to people that have gone, and it's fantastic. And you can do as little or as much as you want. The rooms are spacious. I mean, it's just an absolute custom deluxe. And as you said, you have to be invited. This is not getting invited over to your aunt's house.
That's right.
This is getting invited to the home.
And one of the attendees who went, Anna, recently, she was telling us that, she wasn't a big tequila drinker. She's more of a wine drinker. But she said, once she started sipping this fine tequila, she said, oh my gosh, I've never gone back. I drink tequila now because it's that good, especially Patron tequila, which is the best of the best.
Oh, it is so incredibly smooth. It certainly is. So keep those bids flowing in right now. Just keep them flowing in. If you want this ultimate trip for 4 people, how much fun would this be? I mean, totally exclusive resort. Totally exclusive resort. Let's keep it going. Here we are. I'm looking here to see how the bids are going, and we're still going. I can't. Okay. Well, keep the bids going, folks. Don't hesitate. Don't procrastinate. Go ahead and bid right now. I mean, talk about a bucket list trip. Oh, my goodness. I mean, if you want to bring Cheerios and pour Patron on your Cheerios in the morning, I think they can make this happen. Now, and don't get me wrong, this is not just a let's get drunk on tequila trip. This is absolutely exclusive. They've got bands. The food is fantastic. The service is fantastic. They wait on you hand and foot. You're going to love it. And you can go out into the fields with the guys. You can do basically whatever you'd like to do.
I mean, they really teach you, from my experience in hearing what and Anna tell the story of, they teach you how they do it, and to see them in the farms and actually from the beginning to the end of how it's made, and it's all hand done. No big manufacturing, it's all hand done, so you know it tastes incredible. And the other thing that I remember Anna telling us is that it's truly a first-class experience. Chandeliers in this resort, it's beautiful. So not only are you tasting the finest tequila in the world, but it's also an incredible opportunity to also be pampered at this beautiful resort. Scott?
Absolutely. I mean, the lap of luxury, the bed, and and every guest room is special. They have their own paint. They have special paintings, right, of famous folks who are associated with the brand and with the label. It's just amazing. So don't miss out on your opportunity. Bid right now. We'd be calling out the numbers, but we're not seeing them right now, quite frankly. But keep bidding. Keep bidding. I think it's going to work out just fine.
Welcome back to the first virtual FARA Energy Ball. We have had some technical issues, and apparently it's not just here locally in Florida, it's all over the country. There's several servers down. Gamers are really upset because they can't be gaming, so I'm not quite sure what's happening. A lot of technical issues. And so our Qtego, if you've been bidding and you notice all of a sudden the bidding stopped, it's because the Qtego servers went down, and apparently it's not just our problem, it's a problem, again, across the country. So here's what we're gonna do. All but the first item is now going to be open until Sunday at noon. So I'm going to go through. That means item 101, which is for the hockey fans, our VIP trip to Seattle for the first ever Tampa Bay Lightning versus Seattle Kraken game for 2 people. That stays open until noon tomorrow Eastern time. That's Sunday, noon tomorrow Eastern time. Item number 101 stays open. Also, item number 102, the tequila fan one that is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to taste the finest tequilas. Remember this? We were just talking about it. Ultimate Patron tequila trip to La Casona in Guadalajara, Mexico for 2 couples. That stays open until noon tomorrow, Sunday. Private jet to Aspen, Colorado. It's a package that includes a 3-night getaway in this incredible Rocky Mountain area on a private Falcon 900 Express. So not only are you going on a private jet, but it goes faster than probably any other plane you've ever been on. Again, 4 couples will fly out of Tampa, and they'll explore one of Colorado's premier locations. And even though Aspen, of course, is known for its premier skiing, it is a year-round destination now. So if you're not a skier, You can enjoy the Aspen Jazz Festival or the incredible hiking, biking, and whitewater rafting that they have. You'll also relax in their luxury mountain-style home in the walking distance to everything in downtown Aspen, including the gondola, dining, and nightlife. So we want to thank Tracy and Rick Dadio for this incredible trip. Again, item number 103, the flying on a private jet to Aspen, Colorado. This stays open until noon on Sunday. Start bidding now, right, Scott?
Oh, absolutely. And you know, the Dadios, they are known for their hospitality. They're going to be your guide. It's not like you're going in and opening up the door. They're going to be there. They're going to make it absolutely spectacular. I've only heard legendary things about their hospitality. Don't miss out on this opportunity where indeed half the fun is getting there.
And it's the Rocky Mountains of Aspen, so absolutely breathtakingly beautiful. All right, our next item is 104, and this is for Lightning fans. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. So listen to this. It's the ultimate Tampa Bay Lightning VIP watch party experience for 10 people. So you and 9 guests will have an exclusive opportunity to watch a Tampa Bay Lightning road game from inside the players' lounge of the Lightning locker room at Emcee Arena. You will enter the arena through the players' private entrance, aka the entrance belonging to the 2020 Stanley Cup winners. I just like to say that, sorry. You'll also get a tour of the Lightning's dressing room where your own personal custom Lightning team jerseys and nameplates await you. So it's like you're already officially part of the team. And just before the game, you and your guests will enjoy an incredible multiple-course dinner with wine prepared by Emcee Arena's executive chef. You'll also meet Lightning celebrities and special guests who will be there with you, donated by the Tampa Bay Lightning Foundation, who've been amazing FARA supporters and like family to many with FA. Again, this is item 104 for our ultimate Lightning VIP watch party experience. And again, Scott, it is open till noon tomorrow, but I would start bidding now.
Absolutely. That's noon Eastern
time.
Standard Time, right? Noon Eastern Standard Time. If you're in Australia right now, well, you have to do the math because I don't know how to do that. but you do the math and get your bids in right now. And just so that you realize, you're like, oh, it's just another Lightning package. No, this is not just another Lightning package. This is the second time in the history of the world that this package has been offered. This is really special it'll be really special for you and your guests. So don't miss out. Item 104.
All right, so we'll move on to item 105 now, and this is an incredible package as well. Item 105, you fly to London, taste incredible gin, and go see Wimbledon, all in one trip over several days. Talk about a bucket list item. 2 couples will travel to London, England. One day you'll enjoy a British pub tour and explore London's incredibly most famous sites. Another day you'll have a VIP tour at a craft beer brewery. Also, you'll head to the countryside and enjoy a VIP tour and tasting at the world-famous Bombay Sapphire Gin Distillery by Bacardi Limited. And then for the finale, you will watch the greatest tennis players in the world at Wimbledon. Again, it's an event of a lifetime. You can't miss it. Donated by friends of FARA and Bacardi Bombay. Thank you for your donation. Again, item 105, open until Sunday noon Eastern time. But if you don't start bidding on this now, I'll tell you someone's going to outbid you because this is an incredible trip.
This is absolutely the ultimate bucket list. Wimbledon? Are you kidding me? Gosh, you want this.
Yeah.
And that's just one part of this incredible journey. So jump on right now.
All right, let's go to item 106. And I think we can all relate if you need some peace and quiet and getaway after, oh my goodness, what the year 2020 has been. This next location described as a little piece of heaven and breathtaking. I have seen the pictures and it is an incredible place. It's an exclusive getaway to a Partridge Park Lodge in Adirondacks, New York. This trip includes 3 nights, 4 days for 12 people at an incredible lodge nestled in a remote forest close to the Canadian border. Activities include pretty much everything: snowmobiling, ATVs, boating, fishing, canoeing, hiking, sporting clay shooting, or simply just relaxing around the campfire. And you know what? Who doesn't want to do that right now after the stress and anxiety that we've had in the year 2020? All meals are included, by the way. It is just a great vacation to peace out. I'll tell you, I'll come with you if you need a number 12, right? We thank the Avery Family Foundation for this incredible donation, and the pictures, it is breathtaking out there.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, they made this a scout camp for a reason, because it is so incredibly gorgeous. It's been protected, and my goodness, that is such a beautiful area of the country, and you're going to have a great time.
All right, let's move on to item 107. Yes, go ahead, I'm sorry.
And by the way, we're going to start the bidding there at $15,000. So if you're wondering about it, that item will start at $15,000. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Scott. Now we'll move on to item 107, and this is a one-week getaway to Italy, staying in a 7-bedroom home. It's a trip that takes you to Villa in the Piedmont region of Italy, which is the land of truffles and wine, and who doesn't love truffles and wine, especially together? You'll stay in a beautiful 7-bedroom, 4-bath home with gorgeous views while you dine al fresco, my favorite thing to do. The home is right near the Relais San Maurizio, a beautiful resort that overlooks thousands of vineyards and has been frequented by such stars as Robert De Niro. It's also just 20 minutes away from Alba and Barbaresco. Alba, by the way, is a quaint town where Nutella was invented. By the way, that's my daughter's favorite food group, is Nutella. She eats it right out of the jar, and she would eat it every day if I let her. There's so much to see nearby, including the Italian Riviera, Milan, and of course the famous French Riviera. Donated by Friends of FARA. This is an incredible trip to Italy, Scott.
Oh, absolutely. And you know, we've all got a pent-up demand to travel, don't we? I mean, it's going to come up and you're going to want to go, and it's just going to be absolutely spectacular. Absolutely spectacular.
All right, so again, item 107, this is the last item that we have, and you have until noon on Sunday, Eastern time, to bid on this, and you will be outbid if you don't get on board. So you can start bidding as soon as Qtego gets it together. Hopefully, not just Qtego, I shouldn't say that, because they're great folks and they run a very, very good company, but I'll tell you, it's not their fault. There's something going down with the servers all across the country. So to the gamers out there, I apologize to you too, because you know, it's technology. It doesn't always work when you want it to. All right, folks, so I just want to congratulate all the winners tonight and all those who donated. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You know, all the money goes to Friedreich's Ataxia Research Alliance, and so that hopefully we can one day find a cure, and that's how we do it. You have to fund the cure to find the cure. So thank you for your generosity, for all those who gave, and you can continue to give. Again, all the live auction items except number 1 is open until noon on Sunday Eastern time. And remember all those those silent auction items. So many trips, you've got to check them out. I've been to the Atlantis Bahamas trip. It's amazing. So bid again up until noon tomorrow Eastern time. And now I want to bring in a very special couple, Paul and Suzanne Avery. They are here tonight. We are in their gorgeous home. So we thank you all for watching. Paul and Suzanne, come on over, and they have a few words for you.
Wendy and Scott, thank you so much for always being here for us. We love you so much. Oh, what a night it has been tonight. 2020 has been a crazy year, but we are doing the best we can, and we really appreciate everyone here tonight on the tennis court. We have about 30 people out there, including our family, and all of you, the viewers all over the country. Thank you for being here and supporting us. We're grateful to you. And we got the cup, let's get the cure, it's time.
The tennis court has turned into a pickleball court, by the way, in our old age. But thank you so much for being with us tonight. It's so special, and you all are so special friends to us. We love you and we appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here, Scott. Once again, you're a staple here, and we really thank you for working us into your schedule. And of course, Wendy Ryan, who is just the most classy, glamorous woman, and she's just brings so much class to what we do here. We're so thankful, and it's her 10th year. So let's hear it for Wendy Ryan. Thank you so much. 10 years of your passion and your commitment is just extraordinary. We're so fortunate to have you spend your time with us. So thank you so much. We raised over $1 million tonight. We were so wishing that we can get to that number. It's been a tough year for everybody. We all know that. So we're just thankful for whatever everyone had the opportunity to give. So we thank you so much. Ava, once again, is just the rock. She is the champion at running events, and she put this together. And thank you to everyone on our committee. Thank you all so much. Felicia from FARA and the FARA folks worked so hard. Jen, thank you for coming here and being with us in Tampa. You all just absolutely rock. And this is going to the most important cause in the world, that's curing. It's not just curing our kids, it's curing a bunch of people who are really super special to not just us, but have become so special to so many people. This is a disease they didn't ask for, they don't have to have, and we're gonna cure it. And there's gonna be a whole lot of people that get benefited from this before it's all over. I've just gotta tell you, there are some incredible people on the FARA team today who are driving super, super hard. They know who they are. It's a collaborative effort. Everybody's contributing in their own way to make this incredible machine that is FARA, that is the most highly recognized rare disease group in the world, led by the one and only Ron Bartek, who we love dearly. He and Rachel founded FARA many years ago, and run by the most incredible now CEO. She was promoted this last year from executive director to CEO. It's Jen Farmer, who is absolutely incredible. We couldn't do it without her. And these folks are going to get us over the goal line. They're incredibly passionate and driven for that goal. And your support tonight is going to be critical in fueling our effort to get there. So we love you. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for being with us tonight. The bid is open till noon tomorrow. Remember, that's Eastern Standard Time. So please tap in. Sorry for the little bit of technical difficulty. But once again, thanks for your generosity. From the Averys, good night. Party on. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everybody, for all of your support.
Thank you. Thank you, FARA supporters.
Thank you for your continued support.
Thank you so much from the state of Oklahoma.
Thank you for continuing to advance the FA research. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for your support.